Basically, just steal it word for word, bar for bar. You got people like life hacks, body hacks, all sorts of stuff, right?
Advice that could save your life one day, except the scenarios become increasingly more likely to actually happen. If you ever find yourself falling out of
So I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I can't with the millennial zooming in closer and closer to your face as you say words. So the other day, I was going to the store.
Only JS might officially be the world's worst content thief.
This is Only JS. She's built a career stealing other people's content. Here's her stealing from me last week.
Now this person has 18.1 million followers and almost a billion likes with a B, a billion likes. Get a billion people to like anything. You can't do it, but Only JS apparently that can happen with her. So a lot of people like to write off content stealing when it comes to short form apps because the effort put into the content that's being stolen is little to none. You know, there are videos that you do in your room and they take like, 15 minutes at most to make. But this person has a fucking empire. Okay, 18.1 million followers, like that's gonna open a lot of doors for you in your career with financial stuff, sponsorships, networking. You're a celebrity. Okay, you're a niche internet micro celebrity, or not even really niche anymore, bro. Almost 19 million followers. Those little videos that, people say, well, they're just TikToks, who cares if you steal them? Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, people care when the people stealing them are succeeding massively in life. Like, it matters. This is the new currency. And look, there's obviously nuance with this topic. I think when I see people complain about this person stole my dance or something like that on TikTok, I think it can be different because when a dance goes viral based on a popular audio and then everyone's doing it, it's hard to trace it back to the original person who did it. So if Charli D'Amelio dances because she saw a bouquet of videos under a popular audio and she recreates it, I don't think she's stealing from the original creator. But there is zero plausible deniability for taking someone's video and recreating it word for word, bar for bar, action for action, and then uploading it to your own page. You're a thief.
She's being exposed in full compilations of her copying videos word for word and is now frantically creating fake Reddit posts to explain where she supposedly got her ideas from.
This swag is crazy. This is insane swag. This is like female brony swag or something. I don't know what this is.
Nobody can touch my swag.
There's like the Gwen Stacy fucking haircut. Let me just say, Only JS, if there was one thing you probably could have stolen, it was someone else's look, okay? I can tell you did this one yourself because it looks horrible. You're allowed to look up like haircut inspo on Pinterest and then show it to your barber. No one's gonna get mad at you for that, okay? You can steal that one, you can have that one be taken from someone else, but when it comes to content, let's say, maybe, don't do that. So swap those two.
Explain where she supposedly got her ideas from.
The middle part with the script comes from a comment she made and then deleted.
The irony is that JS had previously tweeted, TikTok creators should be called out when they copy other TikTok creators' videos word for word, which had come after another TikToker, the Jonathan Moss, had copied one of JS's videos back in 2020.
People born in March are way more likely to have asthma, and I can actually speak to this one because my little sister, the only one born in March, has asthma.
People born in March are actually more likely to have asthma, and I can speak to that because my cousin, the only person born in March, has asthma.
JS therefore publicly called him out, writing, "This dude has copied my content more than once, and when I call him out on it, he threatens me," which accompanied the following video.
I just think it's really weird when other big creators think it's okay to copy my video word for word and act like you didn't.
Jonathan replied by stating, "Yeah, so I just read it off Google, and it's really just reading right out the book," essentially accusing JS of copying and pasting articles she found on Google.
Interesting. So, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if the dude actually just looked it up on Google and then did the TikTok. In my opinion, it's more likely that the TikToker saw a TikTok and then recreated it. I mean, it was probably really easy and really convenient. He probably didn't think he was gonna get caught, whatever, right? But there is a chance that he legitimately just looked this up on Google or found it on Google, or his mom sent him a funny article she saw on like Facebook or something, and that was the article, and then he made a TikTok about it. Possibly, possibly not, who knows? But it's also possible that Only JS's original video was based on that article. Who knows? If that is true, which I'm not saying it is, but if Only JS's TikTok is literally just reading off that article or basing that entire premise on like an article, not saying it's okay that he could have possibly stolen it, but I would say in that scenario, I'm less sympathetic to the idea being taken if it was also from her, she took it from an article or something, you know? That's like if I covered, the Mr. Beast drama because I saw the More Pegasus video on it, and then More Pegasus is like, well, you're copying me. It's like, well, maybe I am, but but aren't you copying Oopaville or something? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's sort of like a love triangle of dog shit.
JS responded to this by stating, he said that he found it on Google, which I mean he did, but only after watching my video. I'm now getting a huge amount of hate, people saying I'm lying, I copied Google too, I'm problematic, I should be cancelled, etc. I have a hard time dealing with the negativity, before clarifying her position on stealing videos. I don't own facts, information is fair game, but blatantly copying content is not.
One thing I will say though is she has the right to call out this person for stealing her video if that's what she believes took place. But you have to, you know, do that. You're calling somebody out. You have to expect some negativity. You know, you can't not handle the negativity that comes as a result of you putting out negativity. I mean, you're calling him out, which you're justified to do. You're allowed to be negative, especially when it's warranted, but there's obviously going to be some backlash for that. Like, how the fuck are you not going to be able to handle it? I don't know, man. I just, maybe my brain is wired different or something, but I feel like shit talk or people ridiculing you, you know, listen to it when you really believe you should listen to it. Like, if you want feedback on something and you want, like, honest opinions, people will shit on stuff, and then you can take that, you can extrapolate the right thing from that, but a lot of the times, like, there's a lot of people yelling nonsense that you should tune out. And if you have a hard time navigating that, then, you know, I feel like maybe it would have been better for you to not call the guy out, but at the same time, like, if this is something you're truly passionate about, I feel like you have to buckle up once you make the call out post, you know?
However, at this point in time, Only JS was already blatantly copying others. Only JS has been accused of copying content since Vine. This girl was called out for this years ago.
Oh, so she an OG. Oh, so she's been stealing since the fucking Stone Age. Okay, I'm glad that we've gotten to this one very fast because that changes the entire game. This is like a drug dealer wearing a fucking Dare shirt. You know what I mean? Like, when it's the Vine people, bro, when you've been copying stuff since Vine, like if TikTok's creation is to be looked at in sexual terms, it was still doing tricks in the nutsack of ByteDance. It wasn't even a thing yet. And meanwhile, Vine, you're like, I'll take that, and I'll make it my own thing.
I only know her because she pops up every couple of years in copy drama. She's been doing this for years. Take for example her first YouTube video, God Isn't Real But Why He Exists. Well, let's just play her audio, while also showing a popular Reddit post written by someone else on the atheism subreddit.
I have absolute proof that God does not exist. This proof is absolute, but immaterial. You can't see it or measure it, but it exists. It's beyond comprehension, and thus we should not even question it. It's everywhere, at all times. You just need to have faith that it's there and that it's truth. My proof is as real as any god.
JS's script had been completely plagiarized. Strangely enough, she offered sources in the description, yet didn't include the post she'd copied, possibly to
that doesn't matter. People don't care if you read a Reddit post. Who gives a fuck? But just show it. Just show the Reddit post. Okay, I guess maybe if we're gonna be as charitable as possible, she forgot to put it on screen or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, you lose the charitability when you add your sources in the description, which is, I think, good if you're doing a video essay. But then she's not gonna put that in the description? Bruh.
Divert viewers' attention from her blatant thievery. In Is Time Travel Real, JS applied a similar strategy. She made an interesting video using many calculations, and even love reacted a comment reading, I can only imagine how much effort this took. She'd supposedly gotten the information from these 4 sources, yet she failed to reference this article here, from which most of the video was plagiarized.
But we can also control the rate at which we move through time. This is a consequence of relativity and that not all clocks are the same. Let's say somehow you were able to build a big enough rocket to provide a constant acceleration of 9.8 meters per second, and you could somehow reach the center of the Milky Way galaxy, a healthy 20,000 light years away, in just a couple of decades of your personal time. You could stop for a few hours there, have a picnic, take some pictures, and hop back on your rocket and come back to Earth.
At least Only JS had changed a couple words. However, for another video, a look at Netflix, the same couldn't be said. She began by plagiarizing Comparitech.
As of 2020, Netflix users watched an average of 3.2 hours of video per day through the service. That's 6 billion collective hours per month.
Before moving on to 4.
Okay, I don't really care about that, to be honest. This particular thing, because then we get into like very small things that I think people overreact about. I think that this small thing, which is just, this is just a fact, right? This is just talking about the user base of Netflix, 3.2 hours of video per day. This is a fact, right? And I don't think it's right to say, because an article contains a fact, and then you've read the fact that the article contains, that you've that you've plagiarized. I almost said pragerized. PragerU? I don't know. No one would plagiarize them. Who the fuck would? Yeah, I don't necessarily care about this, especially when you're collecting data and doing research and stuff like that. But I think in the time travel example, she very obviously is taking large portions of the text that provide examples and stuff like that, and then, like, you know, very clearly doing stuff like that, right? Now, it is a small part of her video, and I actually don't care about people reading articles. I think you just have to be transparent with it. I think that's what matters the most. It's just like if you're turning in homework that was done by your best friend. I think that's just, you know, not cool, and people don't respect that. Like right now, I'm watching a Sunny V2 video, right? Not to get too meta, not to do Inception, right? But I'm very obviously watching someone else's content. I'm providing my feedback on it. If you want to go enjoy other Sunny V2 content, you're free to do so. I'm not taking his script, reading it off myself, and then passing it off as my own homework, you know, with a similar title because his video was so successful. I have my own thoughts to say on the situation. I like giving my own thoughtful commentary. Sometimes it's thoughtful, sometimes it's retarded, but yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I also find so interesting is it's like, I feel like the creativity part of it is what draws people to content creation. And that's another thing I find remarkable is I feel like the creativity part of this all is what brings people to content creation, you know? Like, you want to give your own original thoughts. Like, you like sharing the authenticity with people. You just don't have that when you're stealing people's content. Is that fun? I guess people do it for a bag and stuff, but like, when there's no bag to be found, like on TikTok or something like that, at least from ad rates, I'm sure, you know, the publicity is worth something because of sponsorship rates, but motherfuckers be like, when she was doing it back in Vine, you are stealing people's swag for free. This is back way before like sponsor rates were even remotely as high as they are now. I mean, obviously, even adjusting for inflation, like, it was nowhere near, just online entertainment was not that big. So she was doing this shit for free, bro.
Steep competition with new powerhouses such as Disney Plus and the soon-to-be launched Apple TV.
Concluding with a segment stolen word for word from LinkedIn post.
In 2013, Netflix required massive amounts of fast storage and fast networking for streaming. At the time, it had 100 to 150 terabytes per server, which has grown massively since then. Netflix CEO Reese Hastings stated in 2015 that users have streamed 42.5 billion hours of video through the service.
Very good editing, and your script is also very good. It's just a shame that JS didn't write it. Some of her TikToks were also pretty suspicious.
Everybody's tired all the time, right? No matter how much sleep we get or caffeine we consume, but also we have a lot of trouble even just falling asleep, and we're constantly hungry, but also kind of always nauseous. We're spending every waking moment either working or cleaning, but feeling like nothing ever actually gets accomplished.
In a different video, she simply took this meme and changed the character's name to match her own.
Who are you guys? I'm Productive JS, and I'm Workout JS. Yeah, I was kind of just hoping to be relaxed JS today. Oh yeah, that's fine. We'll just be here, silently judging you.
But you could still argue there was some creativity. The sources were coming from other websites, and Jace was converting.
Yeah, the problem is when you're obviously a person who's had an empire of stolen content be the thing that's given you your notoriety. When there's ones like that where, you know, it took effort and it kind of became its own original thing. It's similar, but I think it's fine. I think that one is fine. I think in culmination with the rest of it, it becomes harder for people to, you know, write that off as like a one-time, oh, she was maybe a little bit unoriginal with that, you know? But I do think that specifically doing this while also having the fucking gumption to call out the guy who stole your one TikTok is like absurd. Like that one, I don't care about, right? Like that seems like you've taken something, done your own little spin on it, you have your own characters, like okay. Like you kind of get the same pass that I give to like the popular dances and stuff like that, right?
Them into video format. This was different to stealing from other TikTokers, which if we go back to her tweet, only JS was strictly against. However, perhaps she hated other people doing it, as this was secretly her strategy.
If you're attracted to the golden retriever personality,
if you like the golden retriever type of people,
it could mean that you like being in control and making decisions.
It could mean that you have some issues around giving up control.
However, it could also mean that you simply like good company and that you're normal.
Well, this could mean that you just like having good company around and you're normal.
In examples such as that one, Jace had stolen just a couple sentences, but there were other examples where she'd copied entire videos.
How to fake your own death.
How to fake your own death.
Immediately start paying off all your debt.
You're also going to want to pay off all of your debt.
This ensures that no debt collectors will come looking after you.
It's going to ensure that no debt collectors come looking for you.
Next, start slowly auctioning off all your belongings.
You're also going to want to start slowly selling off all of your stuff.
The key word is slowly, because if you do this too quick, people will definitely be sus.
And the key word here is slowly, because if you do it too quickly, people kind of get sus about that sort of thing.
Randomly ghost all your family and friends for about 3 months.
Completely ghosting all of your family and friends for about 2 to 3 months.
And then regain connection.
Before reaching back out again.
Do this around 3 to 5 times and they'll think it's perfectly normal.
You have to do this 5, 6, 7 times. That way by the time you actually do go and disappear, they're not immediately worried about it.
Next, I suggest learning some outdoor skills.
You're going to want to teach yourself some survival skills.
Such as hunting, fishing, survival, etc.
Hunting, camping, and farming.
Because what you're going to do next is migrate far away from any people.
Because you're going to have to go off the grid, somewhere remote.
Stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah, bar for bar. This one is rough. I mean, there's not much you can say about this one. And stealing from a minority, that's extra minus points there. I mean, I guess she's a minority too. She's like, I think, lesbian, but different kind of minority. And also, I think it's fucking insane, right? I mean, now looking back, the accusation of stealing to the other guy is just so ironic, and the tweets become so ironic. But again, like, it can't be this hard to make your own content like this. Like, if you're gonna make a video, how to fake your own death, interesting topic. You can't think of, like, other things to say? I can think of some other things to say. You're gonna fake your own death. Okay, how to fake your own death. Make a recent purchase that's slightly dangerous, like a gun or a sword, or do something like a skydiving trip or cliff jumping that is also slightly dangerous, and then make that thing that you did known, but never do it, and then just never talk to anyone again. Okay, obviously that's very simple, right? Like, it's a simple thing I just came up with in my mind, and I just shot the shit, right? But if you gave me, like, I don't know, 10 minutes to workshop that and come up with a TikTok, dude, I could easily do that. I wouldn't have to steal. Like, it can't be that hard. Like, that's the thing I don't really understand, right? We're talking about stealing people's homework. And the reason you steal people's homework is because you can't do it, because you don't have the time or it's too hard. Well, she definitely has the time because she's an 18 million follower TikToker. That's her job. So she has all the time in the world to, you know, give to this job, right? And then the effort part of it, like, this isn't some hard-ass chemistry homework that you have to, like, have your friend do because it's so challenging and you have to pay him to do it. This is making a fucking TikTok. This is the easiest shit ever. You're paid on creativity. If you're having a creative block, then, I don't know, just fucking do, like, some hard focus session, like, lock in for a second, maybe, I don't know, smoke some Zaza if that makes you creative. I know for some people that's what they have to do. Hey, Gino, are you really saying to do drugs? No, I'm saying don't steal. If you have to do something to get your mind flowing, then do that. I'm just trying to think of ways to get this shit to stop, okay? But if you can't get naturally creative enough to not steal from people, maybe the motivation of your career being ruined should, I don't know, stop you from doing it. It's like those fucking things where it's like, well, if you can't be motivated by success, then be motivated by failure. If you can't, I don't know, get yourself to work and, you know, get off of your ass because you're excited to win in life and make money and whatever and succeed, how about the thought of lying homeless on the side of the street with fentanyl needles around you and stuff like that? Maybe that'll get you up out of bed and you can start finally fucking working.
18, this is perfectly legal to do.
Jace was also popular for her endless stream of life hacks, and while they always felt intriguing and original, it turns out these were also simply plagiarized.
Did you know that if you replace this word en with simple,
just delete this en dot and type in simple,
it'll simplify the entire article for you?
And Wikipedia will dumb it down for you.
Okay, that's pretty cool. One thing I will say though is, this is a tough one, right? Because like a life hack is like a fact, or you know what I mean? It's like a suggestion. I think it's hard to trace that back to someone. Now in only JS's case, the plausible deniability, you know, like it kind of fades away, but like this one I also find tricky, you know, like if I gave that life hack, let's say I found it on TikTok, right? And then I make a video and then halfway through the topic of Wikipedia comes up and then I feel the need to give that life hack, right? Do I owe it to the original creator to give them credit because I found it from them? No. You know what I mean? Like if you learn how to do something from somewhere, do you have to tell the person that you're telling the thing that you learned where you got it from every time? I don't think so. If I give advice, do I have to tell you who I got it from every time? I don't think so. In this case, it might be a little different. I don't know. We'll have to see how much more damning this gets, but I want you guys' thoughts on this. You know, I'm down to have a discussion, so let me know what you think.
But the name of your textbook, file type.
Okay, you see, like, this is a great example. I literally knew this. The file type PDF. You will find free textbooks if you do this, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's tough. Like, I can give that, whatever, advice to someone, and I might not remember that it got it from a TikTok.
Two dots, PDF.
Type in the name of the book your teacher's trying to get you to buy, followed by file type : PDF.
You might just be able to find your entire textbook,
And the whole textbook will just appear for free.
Despite the mounting evidence, no one called her out until Jaya stole a video by a TikToker named Yo Mikes.
Boom, the bomb exploded, you have to
And put the Homelander song in there. Wait, that's not the Homelander song. Where's this from? It sounds similar to the Homelander song.
act immediately.
Boom, the bomb went off, you have to act fast.
First of all, don't look at the flash because it's going to blind you.
Don't look at the flash, it'll blind you.
If you don't have a chance to get to a shelter, your safest bet is to lay down face down and cover your head.
If you can't find shelter, your best bet is going to be to lay down on the ground, face down, covering your head.
Have to understand there's still X-rays, gamma rays, beta rays.
There's going to be X-rays, but also gamma rays and thermal rays.
They're going to be actively burning you alive.
They're going to be actively burning you,
It's not going to feel good, but you have to survive.
which are not going to feel good.
Take the pain and run for shelter.
You have to get up, fight through the pain, and just find fucking shelter.
Mike therefore posted proof only JS copies
that's
me,
brutal.
gaining 430,000 likes.
That's fucking
She stole
brutal.
your flow, word.
Word for word, bar for bar. That one's fucking brutal. You can't give some like, well, it's a common fact, you know, whatever. The presentation, the green screen face on it, the flow, the order, everything stolen. Get your own swag. Well, actually, maybe don't because that cut was atrocious, but get your own swag.
Word for word, bar for bar, my whole shtick. She trying to get any attention at this point. Word for word and pick for pick.
Yeah, pictures
Others
too.
defended JS writing, or she googled the same topics you searched, and the same pictures popped up, yet Mike clarified all of
not
what I
quite.
said was written in a script by me. JS simply ignored the call out until it disappeared. However, over just the previous week, her content theft is again going viral after she copied a video by Everyday Alex.
Remember when only JS got cancelled for saying the N-word? Apparently that didn't teach them.
What? No, I don't remember that, but maybe she plagiarized that one too. Like, what if she just straight up saw the PewDiePie clip and then added that to her vocab? Like, that's why she said it, not even because it's like racist or something. That's funny though, because that reminds me of that clip of John Zerka where he's like, I can say the N-word when he's like not black. I stole the N-word pass. That's how you know I'm black.
Them to be a better person, because look what they just did. When you get a new job, do just enough to not get fired.
You're gonna put in the bare minimum, just enough not to get fired.
Don't take on any extra work.
Don't go above and beyond.
And then after about 6 months, or when a new position opens up,
In like 6 months or whenever a new position opens up,
start coming in early, take work home.
you're gonna come into work early, you're gonna ask to bring like work home late.
Your boss will ask you why the big change.
Your boss to come up and be like, what's up with this like sudden change?
You'll tell him that you've discovered you can't have kids.
You're gonna be like, oh, I just realized that I can't ever have children.
So you're gonna try really hard from now on.
So I really just wanna like throw myself into my work.
They will promote you without you even
What's
asking.
the premise of this video though? I'm so confused what the premise here is. I understand what he's saying and stuff, but like, I guess we'll see where it's going. This is why it's such a good TikTok.
You guys are gonna get the job without even asking for it.
After getting no response, Alex called her out again.
Only JS is a notorious content thief. Her entire account has been built on stealing.
And after pressure began to mount, JS offered her reply.
She denied it and said this, that we
On
both
Discord.
got the idea from the same Reddit post.
The message read, this guy is claiming I stole his content, but we used the same Reddit page and read off of it. I'm just gonna ignore it because honestly it's kinda silly, yet Alex explained that his idea was never even from Reddit.
I am offering $10,000 to charity if she can send me the Reddit post.
It's that one Reddit post written by that one guy. With
He threw up a bag, bro. He threw up a bag on the topic. You gotta. If you don't want to attack that, that's very similar to when Boogie was offered like $40,000 to show his medical portal and he just didn't do it, even though he's broke, which would show that he's lying because he didn't have cancer. He was faking cancer. Oh, only JS is lying about this, you know? She's pulling the Roger Heffley route. Deny, deny, deny.
JS clearly lying, Alex applied more pressure.
I was so confident I didn't get it off Reddit that I offered $10,000 to anybody who could find it.
Uploading a compilation of JS stealing TikToks, leading JS to start a live stream, excited to prove him wrong by showing this long-lost Reddit post.
This whole stream is gonna be getting this $10,000, drop charity names that you would like to see this guy donate $10,000 fucking dollars to, because that's what we're gonna do. I got this video from Reddit.
She claims she screenshotted the post many many years beforehand and would therefore have to find it.
I actually haven't even sat down and found the screenshot yet. There's gotta be well over like 30,000 screenshots in my phone right now. I should have done this before starting the stream.
Yet it seems she did find it before her stream, as embarrassingly, the screenshot was saved right there in her bookmarks. Despite this, she eventually got it on her.
What is General Grant doing on the thermostat?
What was General Grant doing on the thermostat?
You are supposed to never leave a trace behind. You're a horrible thief. You would have no business doing a heist, a raid, or anything, regardless of the magnitude of it. Clearly, you can't even steal fucking content properly, okay? You suck, get caught. That's like epic Chungus sauce. Like, they come unprepared, man. Like, if you're gonna steal it, like, you gotta do a better job at it. The closest I've ever been to stealing is, like, taking my own video, throwing it into AI, and then asking it to, like, understand the way I tell jokes, and like writing a few jokes for me, stealing from my fucking self, okay? This person goes out of her way to make a fake Reddit post to claim that she read off that Reddit post instead of just admitting that she stole from the person that she's sorry, you know? Unbelievable.
Phone.
I found the screen.
But low key, it's kind of crazy to be like, I'll give 10K to charity if you can find this thing, and she doesn't find it. He's like, fuck charity now. Why not just offer her 10 grand? Because then it's like, if she's wrong, then it's like a good thing, right? Because she doesn't get the money. But if she's wrong, now that what, the charity doesn't get the money? Never let them know your next move, I guess.
Screenshot. It's this one right here of a Reddit post, of a Reddit comment, and I took this screenshot March 20th, 2020 at 7:24 p.m. This is the screenshot I took of Reddit.
Seemingly proving all the haters wrong.
I'm absolutely so fucking tired of people claiming that I'm stealing their content, like from TikTok, and I'm just not.
Until Everyday Alex proved that the Reddit post and screenshot was made by JS herself.
We did some digging and we found she doctored a screenshot.
He'd firstly show that JS had modified the screenshot's date.
And I took the screenshot March 20th, 2020.
The date thing is meaningless. Here's a fake post we made, and this is how easy it was for us to change the date.
Proven by showing that the screenshot could have only been taken on the most recent iPhone.
JS claims her screenshot was taken in 2020, but the screenshot she showed had a display of 1290 by 2796. The only iPhone that has that display is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which was released late 2023. As shown here, she had an iPhone 12 in 2020.
In case this didn't already prove it, Alex then showed exactly how the post was faked.
We use software that searches Reddit for recent deleted posts and found that someone named JSYT posted the full script on a subreddit called r/badfaketext. Obviously, she did this so she would have a real looking chunk of text she could use in her main doctored screenshot.
After Alex aired his video, JS conveniently deleted her live stream. However,
OBJ is biting the curb in 4K! OBJ is biting the curb in 4K!
If you're attracted to your friends, partners,
If you're attracted to your friends, partners,
And when asked where did you find this out, she once again lied. This series is from some conversations my psych professor liked to have with us about attraction. I highly doubt it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story of Only Jace and how she ruined her career. Please go check out SunnyV2 for more content like this. I love this guy's channel. He does great work. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Follow my socials, links are all down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.